Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Mark My Brain. Today, I have the pleasure to be joined by my dear friend Steven.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for having me here, Mark.
Of course, it's my pleasure. So, Steven and me, we know each other since high school, basically, for
Yeah.
more than half of our lives. So it's really nice that you decided to join me, or you accepted the invitation. Thank you for being here. And the topic we want to discuss today is actually something we are both like pretty passionate about, and that's sports and how important sports are for our own lives, what are our journeys with sport, what can it do for us, and what can it do for you. We sort of want to, ponder some of these questions. So maybe it would be nice to start with some introductions, like who we are, considering sports and what we do, what we used to do. So do you want to start, Steven?
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Steven. But yeah, well, I think that my life is pretty much connected with any kind of sport, like from my childhood. It started in I think it was first class. Yeah, it was first grade. Sorry, first grade. When my dad he told me like to choose some sport.
In primary
Uh,
school?
yeah, it was in primary school.
Okay.
And because I saw that my sister and also they both were playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was natural choice. And I stayed with basketball, I would say, until I left high school. So it was like 19 years.
Damn.
And
Wow.
this of my life, so I was playing for like 14 years,
Okay,
something like
okay.
that. And during that, I also did some swimming, some diving. I tried, I think, kayaking, and I like did a lot of sports. I also I'm pretty passionate about snowboarding and all kind of winter sports. So with that, I think that sports is just basically written in my life, and I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine just not doing something like something to move my body.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my journey with sports until today.
Until today. But I think you're missing the last chapter, right?
Yeah, well,
Don't be
that
shy.
yeah, that's true. Like the last chapter for me, I have to say it's like the most fun that I
Mm-hmm.
had with any kind of sport, because after COVID, I think it was September 2021
Mm-hmm.
when everything in Czech Republic again got reopened, and we just had we could do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was 2 years. Yeah, it was 2 years when I stopped with basketball, because
Mm-hmm.
I moved to other city because of the university. And then in the September, I don't know which day it was, but my friend from the university, he was like, "Hey, do you want to try to go with me to the gym?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." In that time, I was already I already saw on Instagram like Chris Bumstead and guys like that. I was like, "Wow, yeah, that's nice just to look like that."
Would be cool if that
Yeah,
would be me.
exactly. And I was like, "Okay, just I don't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to lose. Let's just try it."
Okay.
I started going. I was like, "Yeah, okay, that's pretty nice," but I have to be honest that from the first visit, I never was like, okay, I want to do bodybuilding,
Okay.
and I'm going to the gym because of what I look like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like it's pretty humorous. For me, it was just about getting strong as possible as I can,
Hell yeah.
just to lift as much kilograms as I can. So I was just going to the gym like this without any trainer and anything. I was going, I think it was 6, 7, 8 months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met one young girl, and she just approached me like, "Hey, I saw you so pretty often here in the gym. Do you think that you would like to try just join our team and just try powerlifting?" I was like, "What's
Okay.
that?" Like, okay, I mean, I would do something for some purpose. I would be going to
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
gym, and I was like, okay, let's just try it. And then that's the moment when powerlifting was introduced to my life.
All right.
So just a quick side note for those of you who don't know what powerlifting is. It consists just from 3 movements. It's squat, bench press, and deadlift.
Mm-hmm.
So so it's pretty easy to do. But yeah,
But I would say that the goal of powerlifting is sort of in the name, right? You just
Yeah.
try to have as much power as possible and lift as much as possible in those lifts, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like the moment that I knew I found the reason why I joined the gym. Because as I mentioned,
Cool.
for me it was not to look great and just have abs and anything. For me it was just like be a tank. Just have a huge bag, lift a lot of kilos and be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I joined powerlifting team. That's I think 2.5 years ago, maybe 3, I'm not sure. Since then I did 7 competitions, and yeah, I'm still doing powerlifting, and it's pretty fun.
Nice. Glad to hear it. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But what a journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I guess like 6 years old, you've been doing some sort of sport basically your whole life, right?
Yeah, I was doing some sort of sport, but honestly, until I joined the gym,
Mm-hmm.
it was always a team sport.
Yeah.
I have never done something that I just can rely on myself only. And yeah, now it's 3 years
Nice.
of just only me and myself.
Me, myself, and I. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the topics I wanted to discuss with you because our journeys are sort of uh, very different in this. That you've always done, or for most of your life, you've done some sort of team sport, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I have like zero experience with team sports. On the other hand, I've always been sort of an individualist. So I've always done like individual sports. I've tried like some martial arts in my early years. And then basically since high school, I've been sort of on and off like lifting and then also going to the gym, working out. And then for the past few years, like 2 or 3 years, I've been really getting into climbing and
Nice.
bouldering.
Nice.
So all of that is basically very individual, right? You just
Yeah.
go to the gym by yourself, you go to the climbing gym by yourself, and you just climb or lift whatever you want. So I really would like to focus on that. And maybe now that you have the comparison between the team sports and now the powerlifting
Yeah.
or just going to the gym, like what's the difference for you? I don't know, maybe even from how you approach it, like from the if you have some sort of pressure on yourself, because that's something I can imagine from the team perspective, like the other ones or being part of the team puts you under some sort of a pressure. Is
Honestly,
that your experience or?
when you mention now, I have to say that I'm grateful that
Mhm.
I started doing powerlifting just at the university when I was somehow developed,
Okay.
because when I was younger and I was doing like the team sports or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
I know that it was, I don't know if I would say that it was more pressure, but
Okay.
I know that if I would start doing powerlifting when I was 14, 15,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to handle it. Because in the team I was playing basketball. I wouldn't say that I was any good, but I was playing for 14 years.
Okay.
But it was team, so the blame would also just like it was put on the whole team.
Okay. Not the
But
individuals.
yeah, exactly. But in the powerlifting, you are the only one who's squatting, who's benching, who's deadlifting.
Okay.
So it is pretty much like the pressure is on you, and the
Okay.
accountability also is on you. And that's like when I learned that what I put into the work, into the time in the gym when I'm preparing for the competition, that's what I get on the platform. And it's like pretty much just do everything in the gym, just go for 100%, and then it will be easy on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just say, okay, this guy did something. No, it's only you.
Yes.
So I would say that For me, it's better now doing powerlifting because, as I mentioned, it's better for me mentally, and I'm more mentally prepared for it. But I also like the accountability, and I also like the pressure of me, of me what I'm putting on myself, because it just goes with the sport.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess it makes sense that you have 100% accountability for what you put in and what your performance on stage then is, right?
Yeah.
And I get that in the team it can sort of get lost. Like there's no individual blame or accountability for the loss of the team, right?
Exactly.
It's everybody's fault, so it's nobody's fault basically.
Exactly.
If that happens.
And I have to say also, because I'm doing it by myself and I'm accountable by myself, I'm having so much fun.
Nice.
Because I know that I'm putting pressure on me, on myself, and just there is no one who can like take it away from me. So that's also what I love.
Yeah, I guess the process is then that much more rewarding, right?
Yeah, exactly.
If you get the results you were aiming for.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what would you say? What would you say would be the reasons or the benefits of joining a team sport? What is there that the individual sports are missing?
I think that everyone should join a team sport in the early stages of life. So
missed that. God damn it.
But no, everyone should do that because they just learn how to work in a team, how to work with other people, how to cooperate, and because rarely when you grow up you will get a job where you just are all alone. You will always work with people. And I know that my time in basketball team or any other team, it really helped me because I know how to approach people and how to work with them, just how to talk to them and just if there is any problem. But if I look at the individual sport, it will teach you the accountability pretty soon in life. So that's also good. Because then you know that if you have some project in work, you are the one who has to do the work. There is no you don't have like those 4 other guys on the floor with you that can like work their asses off and do the project instead of you. But yeah, that's the accountability that you need to learn, but you also can get that from team sports.
Yeah, okay. So basically both have something, right?
Yeah.
That was also my hunch. Like I would also say from the outside perspective that doing some sort of a team sport gives you the sense of community, the team spirit, the shared ambition of the team.
Yeah.
If it's a good team, I guess.
Sure.
But as you mentioned, like I can imagine like the accountability for your mistakes getting lost, so you don't maybe improve that much, and maybe you don't even get that excited about the wins of the team because you are just one part of it.
Yeah.
But I can also imagine it working like the other way around, like because you are part of the team, the shared excitement gets that much better. So
Sure. There was just so much matches during my basketball career when I was like I'm really glad I played basketball just to check that, and there was so many matches when we win and it was just euphoria because you are celebrating with your teammates and it's really great. That's just I don't want to take that out, but now for me it's better to celebrate like my own win.
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess you're in a different stage of your life, right?
Yeah.
So it sort of matches that. But yeah, it sounds like both are good. Both give you something a bit different, but basically both have benefits, right?
Yeah, sure.
And I think like from my perspective as well, like the main benefit of sports, of course, is that you are moving your body, which is just, I would say, the fundamental like of our lives. Like we are humans, we are animals, like grown-up monkeys, basically. We were, from the evolutionary perspective, we were made to move around, right? We are not meant to just sit on our asses all day.
Yeah.
So I think, or from what I've learned from my own experience and also talking to other friends, for example, or reading some literature on that, like just moving your body around a bit, doing some sort of physical effort consistently gives you so much, I would say, mental benefits as well, like so much, I don't know, lessened anxiety, boosts your confidence, you feel healthier, you look healthier, maybe even, that goes hand in hand, right? And all of these things just from moving around, it just feels good because I think it makes sense. Like we were made for moving around. Does that make kind of sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I go back to the gym, that everyone just joins the gym and want to look great, and people are like, yeah, you have abs, like you look great. But I think that most of those people who just work out really hard in the gym, they are not really doing it just to look great. Because I know for myself, I'm glad if I don't know, deadlifting 240 and just like I know that people are looking, I feel good, but it's more just what's going on in my head that I'm just checking the box. Yes, I can do that. I move to another level, and it's not so much for me just what other people can see. It's more about what other people can see, just like my mental state, physical levels, and everything like that. So I mean that I think that may be more important for people going to the gym.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes complete sense, and it's also a part of my own experience, right? Where of course I want to look great, right? Who wouldn't want to look great? But if I sort of train and work out just like with that in mind, like I want to look great. Now I need to hit this and this part of my body. Today I need to do like some rows and bench presses or whatever. If I have just that sort of superficial goal in mind, it's just not as much fun when compared to, I don't know, I just come to the gym and I'm feeling this and this. I want to try this new move and this new exercise. And of course, I still make some sort of a plan around it.
Sure.
It's not just random movements, but just, allowing yourself to try different movements, try different exercises and have fun with it. It's that much more rewarding, at least for me.
Yeah.
Have you found the same?
Yeah, definitely. Just as you mentioned, just have fun with it. Just don't overthink it and just don't put the pressure on yourself only that you need to look good.
Yes.
Because if you look good but all other aspects of your life are on the downside, then
Yes.
that there is no benefit from it. So it's great to have some, one of the goals should be that I want to look good, but mainly I think that it's for you to feel better, to just think clearly and everything around that.
Yeah, makes sense. And I guess it doesn't have to necessarily be only looking better.
No.
I think that's something that can be said for any sort of external validation. Like I have to look good because other people, and I have to achieve this because other people put that on me. I have to win this competition because then finally I will have some value in other people's eyes or something like that. Like all that is, I guess, just, I don't know, deception of your own mind. It's just, it won't make you fuller or feel better, I think. It's just
Definitely.
a lie, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And I have to say that when you mentioned that if I win this competition, people will think better of me. Honestly, when I was lifting, and it's great because you see the number going up, and in your head you are like, okay, if I lift this number, I will feel better, and I think that others will just look at me that I'm stronger. Then you actually lift that number, and immediately when you put down the barbell with that number, you almost immediately are thinking about some bigger number. Because I know that for me it was like, okay, I have to hit 100 kg on bench press. It's like, okay, that's like my huge goal. If I look at it from the just backwards, where I'm now, currently 100 kg it's like just my warm up.
Ouch.
And yeah, I didn't mean it like that. But I know that when I hit it, I don't know if I like felt any satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I hit it, and now I know I can do more.
Okay.
So in that moment, like when I was saying to myself, okay, if you hit 100, great, you're really strong. I hit 100, and I was like, okay, if I don't hit 120, I'm still not strong. But I checked the first mark. I checked the first goal, those 100, and I should be like, yes, I hit the 100. But no.
Yeah, it sounds almost like you didn't allow yourself to celebrate that win, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just about, yeah, not just constantly keep moving the finish line. I mean, one of the steps is there is no finish line, right?
Exactly.
You're always a work in progress, basically.
Exactly.
But allowing yourself to truly like feel the moment and allow yourself to celebrate.
Yes.
It's like, I've worked my ass off for this
Exactly.
fucking goal. I am proud of myself, and just allowing yourself to feel that.
Yeah, exactly. Just enjoy the process.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you are not hitting the PRs like every training, because that's not possible, just enjoy the process, and I don't know, once a year, once a half a year, go hit the PR and enjoy it. Just actually enjoy it, because you know you did like those 6 months of hard work, and just be happy with it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it doesn't make sense to try like 110% every workout, because firstly, that's not a pace you can withstand
Exactly.
for a long time. But also, then the workouts just become miserable.
Yeah.
Like, I usually have the most fun when I do a sort of lighter workout, where
Mhm.
really my goal is to truly like move around, get back into the swing of things after, I don't know, a light illness or something, or just be traveling, for example, getting back into the gym, just doing a light workout, something for all parts of my body,
Mhm.
a few exercises there, a few exercises there. And it's just so much fun just to move around again and try all these things. Oh, how am I strong now? And what will I do? What will I do next? And just enjoying the process, as you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. Just change it up a little bit, because I have to say that even though I am doing powerlifting for the last 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
I have to confess.
Confess. Do it. This is a safe space.
Like 4 months ago, I think that my girlfriend got me to join her in the CrossFit gym.
Okay.
And between powerlifters and crossfitters, it's always me as a powerlifter. I was always making fun of their like keeping pull-ups and everything. I was like, ha. Yeah, now I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing anymore.
But yeah, I have to say, as as Mark mentioned, I was also at the point where I was doing those three movements over and over, and it was like kind of repetitive, and that fun that I was talking about, it just got out.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I still want to do powerlifting, but I need to just get something new to enjoy the time of the
Mhm.
gym. So I joined the CrossFit gym. It was a horrible idea, because I was dying there, like no way. But no, it gave me that spark that again lit up my love for powerlifting, or my love for sports. So currently I'm just doing mainly powerlifting and CrossFit on the side, but it helps me because I'm not only focused on squat, bench, deadlift, but now I'm focused like on weightlifting, on pull-ups, on I don't know, jumping rope, anything like that.
Mhm.
And also for me, I'm getting more versatile, and I just don't die when I walk 4 stories of stairs. So
That's a nice benefit.
yeah, yeah.
No, but I get it. Yeah, I think it's similar for me with bouldering. That if I was only doing or just going to the gym, um, it would become too monotone, like just the same movements again and again. And of course, you can change up the workouts a bit, but still, if you're sort of I don't want to say I'm powerlifting, but
Mhm.
working out in the same manner, it will feel the same.
Yeah.
So that's when the bouldering or climbing comes in, it's really something that sort of breaks the pattern of just going to the gym and today is push day, today is pull day, today is leg day, and then again push, pull, legs, and again, that sort of monotony again. It like after a while I felt it, like before I started bouldering, it was becoming not fun just doing the same things again. So I really like, as you, like I also really like having something else going on in that sports department, just trying bouldering from time to time, doing some project there. And it, like, the cool thing about that is that with bouldering, and I think the same is true with CrossFit, is that they are both very functional.
Yeah.
So, for example, what I've found that is that if I focus a bit more on climbing for some period of time, then I come back to the gym, or I usually do like both simultaneously. But if I focus more on bouldering for a while, then I focus again more on the gym, I am sort of stronger. For example, my grip is much better, my coordination, my core, and that comes from climbing. So it's like a synergetic process, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it's definitely connected. It's just like you can get benefits from one sport that you can use in another one.
Yeah, that carries over, right? That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I wanted to come back to is when you were talking about like the numbers going up and how important that felt, especially in the past,
Yeah.
right? You set goals for yourself and then you immediately move the finish line. I think it's a sort of complicated topic because, from my point of view, having a goal and then progressing towards that goal is like one of the fundamentals of some enjoyable experience of life, like happiness, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Like having a goal and moving towards it is really really fucking cool, and
Yeah.
I would say that in many cases it gives you some sense of purpose and meaning in life. So in that sense, I think setting goals for yourself, even in the gym, is important. And I feel it or felt it similarly as you talked about. Like, I had this goal, I want to bench press this and this, I want to deadlift this much weight. And it's cool to working towards it. But I think the really important thing there is that we shouldn't be focused on that number, on that finish line, on that goal itself. Like that's the thing that will give us the happiness or the
Yeah.
meaning. But it's something you again mentioned. Like it's the journey, right? It's the enjoying the process. Like moving towards the goal is what gives you the meaning and happiness. It's not the goal itself.
Yeah.
Or at least that's how I perceive it. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think the main problem with those goals is that if you don't hit it, then you are really angry with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that from my own experience when I set some goal like this, and I didn't hit it for like 1 year, and I tried to hit it multiple times in that 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't able to do that. Like my enjoyment of powerlifting just went out because I was like, okay, I'm not strong. Just what am I doing here? I was training for 2 years and I can't even lift this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell? What's going on? And then I know that when I hit that number, it wasn't like, yes, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this moment. No, immediately it was like, okay, let's add 10 kilos and
Okay.
work towards that.
So,
So I think that, the main problem, or just my advice would be just, okay, put the goals down, just think about the number you want to hit. But if you don't hit it, just don't put just time cap on that.
mm-hmm.
Just hit it when you get the time, when you get there. And if you don't hit it, like, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a hobby, and you should enjoy it, and you just don't put that much pressure on you.
100% agree. Yeah. I wanted to add something, but I fucking forgot what it was.
No worries, we can come back to that later.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can't fucking remember. That doesn't matter. I think I agree. Like, yeah. I would even take it a step further. Like, don't put like time slot for your goals in powerlifting or in whatever sport you're doing. Just focus on what you can control. Sort of a stoic approach, I would say.
Yeah.
But focus on what you can control, and that's usually just the effort you put in. And if you focus on that, then and draw like happiness and enjoyment from that, that's I think the correct like harmony of how you can function. If you
Yeah.
know you put in the effort and still didn't hit the goal, I mean you still know that you put in the effort,
Yeah.
and that should be enough for you, right?
Yeah.
And it is enough. So yeah, don't get too tied up in, goals. And I guess that's true like not only for sports but any area
Yeah,
of life,
and
right?
I mean just not in the gym, but if you want to hit some goal, there is so much variables that you have
Mhm.
to like just check them, just work on them. That even one variable can just fuck up the whole day. And if I go back to powerlifting, I just wanted to hit the PR on that one day. And if everything was going great for last month, but before that training, you had really terrible sleep,
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
I
It's
from,
over.
yeah, from my own experience, I know that like if I want to hit the PR, I just have to check all the variables because even one can just set it off,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not worth it. And if you have that in mind, then you know that if you don't feel like it, just move it by one day,
Yeah.
get some sleep, and like, you are not going to lose that muscle or you are not going to lose that progress in anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just if you don't feel like that, just
Yeah.
do it when you are ready.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. And I remembered what I wanted to mention. I also think that what can happen if you focus too much on the goal and then you don't hit it. For example, as you said, like you tried to hit a certain weight goal in the same year several times and failed several times, and then you felt depressed and or
Yeah.
terrible about it basically. I think that if you hit the goal after that, even if you hit it and it's a big thing, for you it isn't. It doesn't bring excitement, it only brings relief.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, that seems kind of unhealthy for me to just focus on the goal.
Yeah.
Again,
That was greatly said.
thank you.
Yeah.
It was worth the wait.
It's literally just the relief, and you are just telling to yourself, just yeah, great, you hit it, but you should have hit it like 6 months ago. So
Yeah.
what do you want to celebrate? Like, you were already supposed to be like
Hmm.
20 kgs from here. So
Yeah.
just get back to work.
So we are talking a lot about like the pressure around like
Yeah.
competitions and performance, right? But it seems to me that now you have sort of like a much healthier approach to it all.
Yeah.
So is there anything in particular you can think of that helped you sort of change that mindset, or was it some realization or situation that happened? Can you think of anything like that?
I would say that it was just going through those competitions and going through all those struggles. If I went through some injury and I just had to start over, and I think it was all this combined
Mm-hmm.
that I just realized, okay, just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just my hobby. I'm not living off of it because just I'm doing it for fun and to be healthy. So then I just said to myself, okay, I just enjoy it. It's just
So you think that's because you had all these like first-hand experiences and the struggles,
Yeah.
and you experienced like failures or terrible
Yeah,
feelings
yeah.
about them, that final help you arrive at this like mindset that you have now.
Definitely. It helped me like just to look at it as a sport that I'm doing for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put the pressure on myself, and if something doesn't go according to my plan, it's okay because like I'm not gonna get killed or anyone around me not gonna get killed. Like it's just fun. If I don't like pick this up, okay, then I will train for another block for like 4 weeks. I will try it again. If I will pick it up, then great. If I won't, okay, I still have another block. Like I'm 25, I can do this
Mhm.
like until I don't know 80. No, I'm kidding, but like the point is that like I can move it up. I
Yeah.
can just move on, and
Yeah, and I
there's no
guess
problem.
even if that never happens, like for whatever reason, right? You, I don't know, decide to stop with powerlifting or
Yeah,
whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Or it seems that it doesn't matter that much to you because you know I tried, I put in the effort, I enjoy the
yeah,
sport,
and
right? It's a hobby.
little. This is gonna sound a little bit cocky from me. Maybe more cocky than I think.
Uh-huh.
But now I'm in the stage where I know I lifted some numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and those numbers are miles from like normal people who are going to gym just to look good.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I'm stronger than most of the population. Yeah, that sounds cocky. But for me, that's like, yeah, that's enough for me, and I know that I did put in the effort,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like the results behind me, and like okay,
Yeah.
I did that. I lifted this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like
But
130 kilos from I don't know,
the
like
average.
yeah, from every Joe, and yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that sounds healthy and yeah, maybe a little arrogant, but as you said, like you put in the effort,
Yeah.
you put in the work, and you've lifted those numbers. So that's something that nobody can take away from you,
Yeah.
right?
I did the
So
work, and I'm gonna stand by
yeah,
it. So.
yeah, exactly. Be proud of your achievements, right?
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be proud.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I think that's important as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about the pressure, and I think, or that's one thing that I see as potential negative of doing sports, that it can, like, I see a lot of people having the tendency to sort of set the goals and focus too much on the goals, and then be disappointed in themselves if they don't hit the goals in the sport, and it shifts from just being fun and hobby to whatever that is, you know. So, but I wanted to ask, like, can you see any other negatives or potential dangers of doing sports, either individual or team sports? What do you think?
I mean, like injury, that's obvious, but that's
True.
like if you're doing wrong. But honestly, no. Like if I think about it, like there is no downside to doing any kind of sport.
Okay.
Like if you move around and you are doing something for your health
Mm-hmm.
and you are doing it correctly, emphasis on that, if you are doing it correctly, because I know that a lot of people, if I talk to them and I'm telling them, okay, I'm doing powerlifting, yeah, I'm squatting this, and they're like, what? Like that's not healthy. And mainly, if I talk to someone and they tell me like it's not healthy for you to squat like 230 or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, okay, but I know what I did in preparation for that. I warmed up. I just like did 5 sets of I don't know ascending like weight,
Mm-hmm.
and I know what I'm doing. So if you are doing the sport correctly, there is a little really low like percentage that you can get injured.
Yes,
But
that's
you
fair.
have to do it correctly. And if you are not sure, just ask someone who is doing it
Mm-hmm.
daily.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
So
Yeah, I also can't really think of like anything else. I mean, I can think of like extreme examples for example, for example, like ballerinas at very like top places. They're under so much pressure to perform, and they have to be in the top notch like physical condition, and
yeah, that's true.
it can get like sort of not naughty, but sort of ugly. But again, I would say that's mainly the pressure of the performance, right? Like performance pressure.
Definitely there's a pressure, but I think that if you get in any sport to be a pro,
Mm-hmm.
you enjoy the pressure.
Okay.
Because if you don't enjoy the pressure, then you can handle it. And if you can handle the pressure of that sport, you are not ever gonna be pro.
No, I mean that sounds wise. I would say, yeah, it makes sense. I
I
guess.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the pressure.
But yeah, for the pressure, if I can say, just get your headphones in, just breathe in, breathe out.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Like for me, from the competition, for the competition when I'm going to the platform and I feel some pressure, I
Mm-hmm.
always use the 4x4 breathing box,
Mm-hmm.
and I just crank up my music in my headphones and
Hmm.
just put on the noise cancelling mode and
Nice.
just
So you've sort of made up your own process
yeah.
around it.
And also
That's cool.
it's funny because when I'm talking to my coach, and we have, I don't know, like 25 members of the powerlifting team.
Mhm.
So she's managing like all of them, and if we go to competition, she's working with all of them. She has sheets like what they like, what to do with each member.
Mhm.
And it's funny because I think everyone except me, everyone in the sheet has like, just talk to me, just vibe with me, and in caps lock and in bold letters I have just don't talk to me, just tell me when I have to get to the platform. Because it's pretty funny. Like normally if you meet me, I'm normal guy, I like to talk.
Just a chill guy.
Yeah, just a chill guy, just I have no problem with talking.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm competing, it's like, I don't know, some other guy.
Focus mode.
Yeah, because when I get to the competition, I do weigh in, I sign everything, and then I start warming up for the squats. Then it's like, okay, now I don't want to see anyone.
Okay.
Just load the bar and just tell me now, or just tap my shoulder, give me my smelling salts, and just let me do my job, because I even can't hear you because my music is cranked up so loud that like I don't want to hear like the word. So that's my way of handling the pressure. Just don't talk to me and I will let out everything on the platform.
But that's cool actually. Like you're sort of like in your own world at
Yeah.
that moment, right?
Yeah.
But I think that can be very beneficial or like productive for the performance, because isn't it true that when Eddie Hall lifted 500 kilos for the first time, he also was in some sort of like his own world? I think he
Yeah.
even worked with some hallucination like hypnosis expert
Yeah, I think
that helped
some
him.
psychotherapist or someone like that. Yeah, he tried to image. He was talking
Yeah, like
about that.
hypnotherapist, right?
Yeah, and I think he mentioned that just trying to imagine lifting car over his kids.
Yes,
And
that's true.
I definitely understand, because when you just get into the zone that you are preparing to just lift something heavy or do something major, it helps you with this because you can imagine that you are doing it with some purpose.
Yes.
For me, I didn't get to that stage. I just stand there, just zone out and just think, okay, it's no worries.
So you don't have like any of your own scenarios that you go to?
No, I really just zone out.
Oh.
I have so many
Okay.
pictures from competition from my friends that I'm just looking, but you know that I'm not there. I'm just standing, I'm looking, but no one is home. Like the light is off completely. But yeah, it's funny. Look at me like that, because sometimes I can't even remember that moment because I'm so spaced out and I'm focusing on the platform that I'm on the platform mentally, even though physically I'm just preparing for it, but just spacing out and I don't even remember it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And was it like this even at the first competition?
No.
It's something you had to get into, right?
Yes. Like first two competitions, I was really fucking nervous. Like really nervous, because for me I'm pretty much introvert. I'm not that extroverted guy. So for me, just go out on the platform and perform in front of people, it was like, yeah, I don't think so. And also on my first and second competition, I was just going to try it out. So I was last in everything. I wasn't strong. I was really scared. So that was for me like really hard. But I think if I look at it back, that's what helped me like with understanding that hey, I'm just doing it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not earning money, so I don't care like what position I get. But yeah, first 2 or 3 competition it was hard for me. But I think by third competition that was the moment when I realized okay, if you turn up the music and you just zone out,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be great.
Ah, cool. You
Because
found your thing then.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And from that moment, just crank up the music, give me a smelling salts. I will inhale everything I can. And just,
I mean, don't say that live, no.
yeah. That's true. That's true. For those listening, smelling salt is legal. Yeah, smelling salt is legal.
And that's
But-
the only thing we are talking about.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
Yeah.
yeah. Many times I also had that spacing out on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
That mainly for squats, some heavy squats.
Mm-hmm.
That I just touch the bar when I'm preparing for it, and then just I don't know something clicks and I'm going off the platform and just like okay I squatted. I don't know how and what happened, but it just someone just took that part of the day and just press delete and I was like okay like if I get check and I get 3 white lights, which means that you are correct, then I'm like I don't need to know. Like I will check it out on the video later, but like
That's cool, man. That's
I would do that.
interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, how would I perform, like, under pressure on the stage? Like, I've never done anything close to that, so I can't really put myself in your shoes. Like, I can't really imagine it. But would be an interesting experience for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think you will be okay.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah. I'm not worried.
But I mean, kudos to you, man, just for like going on the stage for the first time. That
Oh,
must have been sort of like scary, right?
It was
Especially
so
if you
scary.
mentioned that you're introvert.
Well, yeah, and also in powerlifting you have like weight classes,
Mm-hmm.
and from the beginning I was in a weight class which goes from 93 kilograms until 105.
Okay.
So pretty big guys.
Uh-huh.
And when I joined, I was weighing like 95. So I was in the bottom of the weight class,
Mm-hmm.
which is not beneficial because
Yes.
logically, if you go into some big weight class, you want to be as heavy as possible.
Yes.
So right now, I'm 104.5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's close to the line at the top, which is great. But when I started, I was like 95, so I was like the lowest on weight. Then also when I was warming up, I saw other guys in the flight with me, and I was like doing okay. I squatted 150, and I'm starting my first try with I don't know 160. And I saw some guy in the warm-up room, and he went just 70 kg, 120, 170, 200, 220, and I was like, okay. Then, and he was starting his first try out of 3 tries. He was starting with 250,
Damn.
and I was starting with 150. So I was like, okay, just don't think about that. We are not here just to
Yeah.
compete. We are here to enjoy it. So for me, that was like hard to overcome,
I can imagine, yeah.
and just had to bulk up just to get to some physical level.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those first 2-3 competitions, it was like
Sort of uncomfortable.
yeah,
But was it at least still rewarding?
yeah, definitely,
some-
definitely.
yeah,
from
yeah.
because mainly and you remember that
Mm-hmm.
in high school I had a huge problem with my mobility.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able like to touch my toes or do normal squat or anything.
Yeah, I remember.
And if you remember correctly, one exercise of powerlifting is squat. Like it's in the name. Like you do SBD, you do squat bench deadlift, and if you can do the squat, just you are not allowed to do bench and deadlift.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that's like pretty huge problem.
Uh-huh.
But no, when I started, I wasn't able to do normal squat or the squat according to rules, which is under 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that on that first competition, I got all 3 attempts for squats. I got checked like, okay, you did that. And that was for me, that was the win.
Nice.
That I really wasn't going like for the weight. I was just going to understand like the rules and everything. And also with that, I knew that now I can squat according to rules of powerlifting, and I'm okay with that.
Cool. So you really want just for the experience, then,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
truly make it sink. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And just the other last 3 competition, that was just like the most fun.
Nice.
We just like load the fucking bar. And let's just get fucked up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Damn. I think I also wanted to ask you, like, because you have the experience with team sports, is there or have you experienced like inter-team competition, like competing players like in the same team against each other?
Oh yeah. And that's a great question, because I also noticed that now with powerlifting. But with basketball, it's pretty much different, because you are playing for one team and you just want to show up, because there is so much of you that you need to do something special to just be seen.
Okay.
So you are just trying to get the ball more, to score more points. And it's team sport, so you should try to just work out together.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, you're sort of competing against each other.
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
Want to achieve
and if
something,
someone
right?
is like, I don't know, I don't say cocky, but if he like takes the ball and don't want to give it out because he wants to be seen as the one, it really doesn't help the chemistry of the team. On the other hand, right now with powerlifting, we have the same chemistry.
Okay.
We also go to the gym and we are like, so you hit that? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, you fucking stupid. But we know.
You weakling.
Yeah, exactly. But it's completely different, because we know that we are competing. Like, I'm competing by myself, my friend is by himself. But we are making fun of each other in a way that, like, it's not that toxic. And we are using it as a fuel. Because I know that my friend, he's in 93 class, so he's one class below me. But he's doing the same numbers as me.
Okay.
So for me, normally in basketball or with that mentality, for me to be like, yeah, okay, you are below me and you are doing the same numbers. And he would, with the same mentality, be like, yeah, I'm below you and I'm doing better numbers. Like, what the hell are you doing? Like, just don't go to the gym. But we are using it as a fuel. We are going to the competition together. And we are like, okay, so what you going for? And it's like, on bench, I know he's like 150. I'm like, 150? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see you. Okay. I know that like it's different because he's in different weight class. But if you are using this as a healthy competition, it's great. But I know that in basketball and in team sports, it can really fuck up the chemistry.
Yeah. I can imagine that. That's also why I brought it up. That I can imagine like the environment in the team getting super toxic if exactly something like this is happening at the basketball court, for example. But I guess in powerlifting, when it's like individuals against each other, it's sort of a fair game and it doesn't affect the performance in itself, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect. You are not playing together. You are not together in the one lift, as you are in the one game of basketball. So it's like a fair game, right?
Exactly.
And seems much healthier, at least for me.
Yeah. And also, in that powerlifting, everyone started somewhere. Like, no one went to the gym and was like, okay, let's try powerlifting. And on the first training, he was like, okay, I squatted 200. No, that's not possible. So we know that every single person that steps on the platform, they started with empty bar. Then they went to, I don't know, 40 kg, 60. And they went through all that, like, road to get to that number that they are lifting now. And I know that for me, for example, squats, now I squat 230, and it took me 3 years to get there. So, and we all understand like what it takes to get that. So we have no reason just
Yeah,
just to be cocky and be like, okay, I lifted more. Like, no, like,
Yeah, you respect the other
yeah,
players
yeah.
in that
And
sense,
I
I
mean,
say.
yeah, it's a competition for some medals, but mainly, as we like to say, it's competition like against yourself,
Mm-hmm.
like your inner person.
Yeah, you
That
versus you.
yeah, exactly. That you are trying just to beat yourself, just to be better by 1% or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just be better and enjoy it and just compete with yourself.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Interesting. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
I also wanted to talk to you because we talked a bit about it, a bit off camera or off microphone. Like, what did sports do for you in when it comes to like mental health? Like, uh, do you feel that they have some strong impact on your mental health? Because, for example, me, I can really share like if I'm not doing any sports for a prolonged period of time, it really messes with me. Like as I mentioned, like I sort of feel when I'm moving around, like the flow of life. I don't know. I don't want to get too philosophical or anything.
Flow of energy.
Flow of energy, right? But yeah, it just feels so natural to move around, and you just feel much better when you do it consistently, as I mentioned in the beginning. So if I don't do that for a prolonged period of time, for example, I've already shared that like for the last summer I started having like panic attacks and anxieties, and for like several months I basically couldn't do anything because it would immediately trigger that panic attack. So I ended up not doing anything, which in turn sort of worsened my mental state, which didn't
Yeah.
help. So it was sort of a nasty cycle. But I can see that effect of not having that physical outlet on my mental health. And now, for example, when I'm back in training again and training consistently and having some goals, I feel the opposite effect. Like it uplifts me, it gives me energy and helps me. So I'm wondering if you have the same or similar experience.
Yeah, definitely. Like from mentally point of view, it literally saved me. Just like literally, it saved me because I know that if I'm not doing something, some kind of sport, or if I'm not moving around,
Mm-hmm.
I know that my mind will have time to just think about stupid shit. And one of the stupid shit is you are not good enough because you are not moving around. So for me, I think yeah, it just saved me because it keeps my mind occupied
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking about like healthy stuff
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing something. So mentally it helps me. And I don't mean by that when my training ends, I immediately go to like depresso mode and be like, oh my god, I'm not doing anything. No,
Uh-huh.
but I know right now it's better because last I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I took like 2.5 weeks vacation from work, and I wasn't doing anything. We were just hiking with my girlfriend and something like that. So I wasn't doing any sport like where I'm putting pressure on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know that it's okay. Just okay, just take the 2 weeks off. Nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Be okay. Well, I know that it would if it would happen like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't enjoy that because there will still be the pressure of and the mental pressure
Uh-huh.
which I need to just cut out with the sport. But now for me, it's that it mentally helps me
Mm-hmm.
because when I'm going to lift after work and I don't know something got fucked up in the work,
Mm-hmm.
it will help me that I can clear my mind. I don't have to think about that. I will think about lifting, and also for that it helped me that I have a coach, so I don't need to
Mm-hmm.
think about my training
Oh, cool.
because she writes all the sets, weights, everything, so I can just get to the training, get dressed, and just start the lifting. For
Mm-hmm.
me, that's like just mental bath or just mental spa that I can just okay now we are focusing on this and nothing else. it will clear my mind, and I think that it is helping me to get mentally better
Mm-hmm.
and just to think more clearly about things. Sorry, and yeah. So from a mental point of view, it definitely helped me and definitely saved me. Yeah. So
Nice, nice. Glad to hear it, man.
yeah.
Nice. I sometimes think about the quote from Chris Williamson, who we both know, right?
Yeah.
And he mentioned, I think, in some interview that you can't outthink your way out of like mental problems,
Mm-hmm.
but the physical can help with the mental.
Definitely.
You know, it's sort of like yin and yang, I don't know.
Definitely.
And I can see that or testify to that, for example, again, if I'm overthinking something, if I have some anxieties or about something, if I'm under pressure about something in work or at uni, I just go for the walk. And even that very light movement, just being outside, moving around a bit, it really helps me. Like,
Yeah.
again, it helps clear your mind, think more clearly, have some mental clarity, all those things. And then if you do something more intense, as a workout, for example, the benefits are even better because that's something very intense. So you have to focus your whole attention to
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So you don't really have the space to put
Yeah.
that attention on those like
Yeah.
mental bullshits and overthinking,
Exactly.
whatever. So I can really see that point and feel that even in my own life. So yeah, again, thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
And I've also like recently read, I sadly can't remember where, but according to some study that regular exercise can actually have greater impact on your mental health than taking antidepressants.
Oh.
And I think they were actually comparing like some regular antidepressants. I know that there are certain kinds, of course, and certain like strengths of antidepressants, right? But like the factor of impact was truly in that study greater
Okay.
than the regular average antidepressants on your mental health. So that's super cool. And again, I would just say that it reiterates the point how sports are, or movement in general, is just really important for us as humans, I would say,
Definitely.
and for our well-being.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm just surprised that someone is trying to do a research where they are comparing something that's healthy, like sports,
Uh-huh.
with something that's, in my opinion, pretty fucking unhealthy, like antidepressants, and they are putting it on the same line and just trying to guess or just trying to get to the point where they can say, okay, this is healthier than this. I mean, I'm no researcher or anything, but
I think the like resolution from that wasn't that they would point to like exercising and saying that is healthier.
okay.
They were just measuring the impacts of
Oh, okay,
different
okay,
things
okay.
on your mental well-being. So I think it wasn't really their place to sort of categorize it like this is healthier, this
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
healthier. They were just measuring the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody can do the weighing of what is healthier for themselves.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
okay, in that case, yeah.
yeah. I mean, antidepressants can help in certain cases, right? But they shouldn't be the final solution, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, yeah, I mean, it's great. And again, I would, I guess, recommend to every listener to do some kind of movement and sports, for example, even.
Definitely.
Maybe definitely if they are like having some tougher times and I don't know, overthinking something,
Yeah.
just go for a walk, man. Go for a run.
And if you are going through some tougher time, just go box.
Yeah, true.
I think that can relieve the energy pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. Something intense that you can really pour your energy and
Exactly.
all of that negativity into. Like it might sound cheesy for someone who haven't experienced that, but I think we both know that that's how it works, right? I mean, I tried boxing, like literally we have a boxing bag like in our garage, so I can like testify to that if you have something you struggle with or are overthinking on or are stuck on, you just go, punch the boxing bag for like 20 minutes or something, and you truly try to focus. Again, you must focus on that and put that energy into it, and it helps so much. It really, like, with the physical struggle that the sport brings you or the movement brings you, you don't pour just energy, like physical energy, into that, but truly your thoughts and that negativity or anything that bothers you with it.
And also, if you can scream with during that, it also helps.
Never tried it, but
I tried it during squats, and it fucking helps. I was always surprised or just intrigued when our Czech climber, the Adam Ondra, when he was always screaming when he was climbing. I know for him it's to remember to breathe. He's using it just to, when he screams, he has to breathe, just to not forget. But for me, when I'm squatting, I'm trying to just get little more weight on the bar. Screaming surprisingly helps.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that working. Yeah, true. So yeah,
if it's placebo, I don't care. It kind of helps me.
It works. If it works, it works, right? Yeah. So Steven, do you have anything more you would like to share or add? I think we are sort of closing in on the end of episode.
Just if you want to do some sport, do it safely, and please just do some sport. Just choose something, running, anything. If you are into extreme sports, do Ironman. I heard that's fun. I mean,
for some people, I guess.
Yeah, for some ultra marathons. If you want to, it's up to you. No, but really, just do some sport because it can help you. You can find like new friends. For me, in powerlifting team, I found like second family because it's great. It connects people. You'll meet, I don't know, your future girlfriend maybe, but mainly it will definitely help you with your mental health and with your physical health.
Yeah, it's just a healthy lifestyle, right?
Yeah, exactly. So. And just if you want to be pro at something or just do something like really, really good, first just learn that sport and then just add to it.
Yeah, I would agree. And I would also say, like, you don't have to do anything like super intensely or on a pro level. It's also completely fine if you just do a very, very light exercise for 5 minutes a day, do a few pull-ups a day, go for a 15-minute walk, whatever fits your schedule and your needs, it's fine. I just think in general that moving around and doing something is always better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
So if you can, try to figure out something that would work for you, find something that is fun for you to do. That's also important, and we talked about it, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be something special. And I would also say that maybe if you're starting out, like, doing something light is maybe even the better way, because, for example, for me, when I had an I don't want to say off season, but sort of a period of time where I wasn't really working out. I was focusing on other things. And then I went back to the gym and I did a super intense workout. It destroyed me for like a week or maybe even more. And I couldn't really do anything else than that. And it was super miserable because I put so much intensity and effort into it. It would be much easier, and I know it now, to just ease in, like, by doing some baby steps, starting light, and focusing much more on the regularity and consistency rather than the intensity. I think that's also one of the keys, especially if you, for example, want to build a healthier lifestyle, sort of habits, right? Healthier habits. Then I would really focus on the consistency rather than the intensity. Because you first build the habit and then you can add intensity to it. But it's really hard to add consistency or the habituality to something that's really intense for you. So that would be maybe my advice.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the consistency beats everything.
Yeah.
Just show up, go to the gym and
Yeah.
just wait.
And enjoy it, of course.
Exactly. Just
Yeah.
enjoy it.
So that's today's episode. Thank you, Stephen, for joining me. It was a pleasure to have you. What a nice conversation.
It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. It was nice to talk about something that I think we are both passionate about the sport. And I hope that even the listeners can take something good to remember
Yeah,
from this episode.
Hopefully, yes. Even if it's just some of our jokes or funny stories, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully this brought you something interesting. You learned something, perhaps. If you have anything interesting to share, don't hesitate to reach out. And as always, take care and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.